Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up. Horse is cold, just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up. Horse is cold, just let me be blunt. My speech in the morning, nothing but grunts. With no coffee, that's as dangerous. On a scale from 1 to 10, I rank it that girl from Stranger Things. And if you get what I'm saying, my attitude be mad flagrant like I'm Draymond. But you ain't get the picture, BFP. So I'm gonna keep pushing on you, GNC. It's like, yeah, the first thing on my mind is when that hot coffee gonna seep into the coffee grind. It's like some magic's floating on in the air. Toss some ice cubes in my cup, it's a good day. All I gotta say is that it's starting in a good way. It's time for working and I don't even care. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up. Horse is cold, just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up. Horse is cold, start fresh, that's how it's gotta be. Everything starts back with your coffee bean. If it's cold brew, then it's gotta be coarse. Don't get the cart ahead of the horse, start learning the course. But of course you can disregard, and don't at me if it gets too hard. When it's my time to drink, man, it's always on hand. Drink from a cup or a bottle, even a can. You never know when you're craving no hit. It could be in the bathroom while you're taking a with flair, I'll say ain't got nothing on it. When that coffee hits my lips, it's a seance. Feeling real super with the cape on. Anything I'll take on. This cup of coffee, yeah boy, this is the shit. Just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up. Horse is cold, just wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up. Horse is cold, verse, so I guess that's where I talk about how we might be addicted in a roundabout kind of way, or how you say, a dependency that's in my life, and I'm proud to say it's filling me way more energy than I'll ever need, keeping me up for things I thought I'd never see. Time's gonna kill us all one day, whether old age, illness, or from listening to Coldplay. F that noise, blah 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 blah.
Good morning, all of you beautiful nerds from around the world, and welcome to the morning stream here on the Den of Nerds Live, the very best way to start your nerdy day on today's show. We're talking DC. It's a DC Tuesday, and thank God it's a DC Tuesday, because I wanted to do this all day yesterday, but I knew everybody would be all upset if on Marvel Monday all we did was talk about the DC Fandom schedule. We're going into the theater later. We're making our itinerary for the DC Fandom event. We're going to make it together, and we're going to talk about how we are streaming on Saturday. I do not think I'm doing a 16-hour stream like Adam. Kudos to Adam if he's really going to do that. We're going to just watch the cool stuff. Over here, we're going to talk about that. Plus, ladies and gentlemen, very spicy Star Wars story. That's all I can say for now. Before we get into all of that and more, let's say what's up. Let's say good morning. How's everybody doing in here? Let's see here. We got Wu-Tang Wells in the building. Jacob's Quest is here. Boss Keon is here. Josh is in the building. Jennifer's here. Will Bonin is here. Stormy is here. Mr. D, David Nations, Gavin's here. Tim Turner, Star Wars Santa, Audio Yinzer, Jim, John Wick, Trinity, Mike Porter, my favorite Porter, John Wick, Jack Nation, Sean, Seacrest. Holy crap, you guys are trying to throw me for one. Captain Pennsylvania, Danny Orange, Mike, XR, Renee's here. Osaka's here. Hawks all across Justice, Simone, Jennifer Cook, Danny Orange equals MCU. Boshti's in the building. Burke the Nerd is here. Bunch of beautiful people. Adam from Fanjecture is here as well. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a good week so far. Got a little Tuesday going on, huh? We got a little Tuesday going on. Closer and closer to DC Fandom. Closer and closer to the reveal, or not reveal, of Ben Affleck's return as Batfleck. Oh my God. We are embroiled. We are entangled in some pretty wild DC drama, as it were. Chet, pull that music back, baby. Thank you. That's perfect. Tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, epic match. The real spiel. The Chet Boys for life. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here at Nerdvengers Tower. The Nerd Card Showdown. 2 teams enter. 1 team leaves. Elimination round to get to the finals. It's going to be absolutely epic. Make sure you are there for that. Also, Thursday night, for all you Nerdvengers members, After Dark, baby. Lavish Black Man, Al Schuler, taking you on a ride around the town. They've got some good stuff planned. Make sure you're there for that. Friday night, we're doing another watch party. I might be there. I might do it. You know, Adam's got this new program. We can watch other things other than Netflix. Might do it. But hey, before we get into all this DC stuff, ladies and gentlemen, crazy news. Maybe, just maybe, the craziest news of the day. I don't know. Roll it, Chet. It's the craziest news of the day. Oh, this news is crazy. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Star Wars. No animated Rebels sequel likely, but maybe a Rogue Squadron show. LRM Top Shelf Rumors. This is a relatively new publication on the scene, at least as far as I am aware of. And apparently they're good, though. They've got good sources. They have stuff like that. Okay, there's an update to this story that Kessel Run Transmissions has doubled down on their claims that the Star Wars Rebels series is still happening. Noah tweeting that out right there. Now, here's the original article. We're going to read right from this. It says, no animated Rebels sequel. Maybe a Rogue Squadron show coming. Read on for more details. Recently, LRM has been sharing scoops from our inside sources, including one at Lucasfilm. One of the scoops I've seen fans have doubt about is live-action shows coming for Ahsoka Tano, Boba Fett, Ezra, and Thrawn. The main reason for this doubt seems to be a rumor that fans have clung to. The rumor that an animated sequel to Rebels was being developed and might be well underway. Now, I noticed some of our recent scoops have been picked up on the Star Wars Leaks subreddit, and I browsed that subreddit looking for any Star Wars news from outlets we may have missed anyway. I've noticed many of the users commenting on our scoops that there's no way a live-action Ahsoka show will happen because there is definitely an animated Rebels sequel coming. I, therefore, took it upon myself to pose the question to LRM sources at Lucasfilm just to see what answer we got. For fans hoping a Rebels animated sequel was coming, I've got bad news for you. According to LRM source, a Rebel animated sequel can't happen because Ahsoka, Sabine, Ezra, and Thrawn are all now live action. That would leave only Hera and Zeb available for an animated show. Our sources find it highly unlikely that an animated Rebels sequel is being developed. Now, the reason this is so crazy, ladies and gentlemen, pull me back into the chat setting here, Chet, if you would be so kind. The reason that this is such a big deal is because, of course, Corey and Noah from Kessel Run Transmissions, friend of the show, they had come out with a big scoop about a Rebels sequel animated series. Okay, this was a big deal. It came out very, very early in the year, and a lot of people corroborated this report. Jordan Mason, Jeremy Conrad, several other people, some of the people that I talked to gave Corey and Noah the nod, okay? And these two gentlemen are, their hats are sort of hanging on this scoop. Now, this LRM story, when it came out, it was pretty shocking to me. I was like, okay, wow. Because one of my points of confusion is, how can this Rebels sequel series be the search for Ezra when all of these live action shows kind of seem like they're going to do the search for Ezra in live action? And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to now bring on Corey and Noah from Kessel Run Transmissions. I'm going to bring them onto the show. Let's get it straight from the horse's mouth, as it were. And let's talk to these gentlemen about what's going on with this scoop and how they're feeling about this story. So I'm gonna bring you guys into StreamYard. What's going on, guys?
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
It's good to see you guys. Let me see. I'm gonna try to adjust the video here so that they can see you, but they should be able to hear you. So yeah, let me get this adjusted real quick. And let me just ask you this while I'm doing this. It's sort of off topic, but
Sure.
Are you guys watching DC Fandom? Are you guys excited for...
Oh yeah, dude.
Definitely, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's what I would have hoped Lucasfilm would have done for Celebration, but
Oh, if only.
dude, it would have been incredible.
Yeah, that would have been really, really cool, right?
I'm insanely excited for Matt Reeves' Batman. I love Robert Pattinson, so I can't wait.
I mean, he's a good actor. Some of the people in the chat are probably snickering a bit because I've been skeptical of the Batman and Matt Reeves, but no, it's all good.
I feel the same. I feel the same about it, to be honest. I don't know what to think.
Yeah, we'll see, right? All right, so let's get into it. Let's talk about this. Guys, as they would say in I Love Lucy, some people might say, you've guys got some splaining to do. So, yeah, what did you think when you read this take yesterday, and how was yesterday for you? Just trying to kind of clarify your journey for what was going on.
Here, well, I'll say this first, and I'll let Corey, talk about it more. But it wasn't. It didn't bother me really at all. Like, I didn't. People were tweeting it at us and being like, "What is this? What are y'all doing?" I'm like, well, they're wrong. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, they're we are very confident in our information. We're very confident that the Rebel sequel's still going to be animated and still happening. And Latino Review, I mean, like, they're awesome. We've been talking to those guys too, and they're trustworthy. They're a trustworthy site. It's just there's some confusion going on, and it's understandable, and so. Yeah, it didn't bother us much, and it wasn't a huge deal, honestly. But Corey, what do you think?
Yeah, they actually wrote me. LRM wrote me before the article came out, just saying that they were hearing some stuff and what we were hearing, just to see what was right and what was wrong. And what I told them is, I'm like, yeah, that's interesting. I told them, we've heard purely animated for this Rebel sequel. Now, that doesn't mean that this could tie into live action material. And that's kind of what I think is going on here. And that's why I think there's so much confusion. Is I checked with my source again yesterday, and animated sequel still on track. So it's still happening. It's in production still. In terms of why it hasn't been announced, Noah and I have speculated for a long time that it's because of COVID and because of the lack of live action stuff that's coming out next year.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to want to save it for that. But yeah, everything we've heard so far is still that it's animated. But I mean, we can confirm that everything they're saying about a live action series with like Thrawn and whatnot, I mean, that's all accurate. Something like that is coming. Yeah. It's just we know there's also an animated project in the works.
Right on. So one of the things that I find kind of interesting about the article, and I actually didn't know they were Latino Review. I saw some people say it in chat, and you guys. So this is a sort of rebranded Latino Review. Is that LRM?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things I find kind of interesting in the report is that they literally say that it like can't be happening because those characters are coming into live action. To me, that one of those things does not mean the other. They can obviously have those. But spoiler alert: characters from live action have appeared in Star Wars animation and vice versa, back and forth.
Yeah.
But I think where one of the big confusing parts of this is, so Rebels sequel series, is the animated show maybe not necessarily an exact sequel to Rebels, but it just was the easiest way to describe it. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. I mean, like we had said when we first reported on it, there was nothing that our source had told us that for sure said this was about the search of Ezra or for Ezra. It was always Ahsoka and Sabine are the stars of it, though. So that's what we heard. So that's what led us to believe that the search for Ezra was more than likely what it was, as we said on the first report. So, which I still think is the case. I don't, also when Ahsoka appears in Mandalorian, I mean, this is what 6-7 years after Return of the Jedi. So you got to imagine that in that time period, they would have found Ezra at some point, or maybe not if it's taken that long. But yeah, so I don't know. We've been calling it a Rebel successor series lately.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is we started out as Rebels sequel, but the thing is, it kind of over time we kind of started calling it a successor series because the more we learned about the series itself wasn't really a sequel per se. It was more of just kind of a spin-off wasn't the right word either, but it was more of just like a continuation of some of the stories with other stories mixed in as well. Yeah. So that's where we came up with successor series. So the word sequel can be pretty misleading, and if we could go back and kind of call it successor from the beginning, right? I'd love to do that, but yeah, it's more of a successor series. So, and also the whole thing in their article about how they can't be doing animation, it's because they're in live action now. It's like I can't believe, and look, like I'm Latino Review, like all the respect in the world, but I can't believe they typed those words. Like it's just that means nothing. And like you said, characters made the jump from live action to animated and animated to live action. It happens all the time, and it's it's all interwoven. So if they, which they are, they're most likely. I mean, unless we know Lucasfilm, but unless something changes. There is going to be live action Ezra. There is going to be live action Thrawn, which will be awesome. But that does not mean that there's not going to be a Rebels animated sequel.
Right. And so I think for me, the prevailing wisdom here and how this all might tie together, if anything, it is possible that the animated show could take place maybe previous to the appearance in Mando Season 2. And then maybe all of the live action stuff spins out from there, and Ezra's already a player. Like Ezra's already in there and a player. So that's kind of where my head is at. But so just to clarify, like, this comes out from Latino Review. You guys double checked. You checked your sources. And by the way, this is the same. This is coming from the same place as the Bad Batch, which you guys just got 100% correct.
Right.
Yep.
So you're pretty solid on this.
Yeah. We're just as solid as we were with Bad Batch. So
yeah.
It's strange to me that there hasn't been any other leaks other than that, or any official announcements or anything. I think one thing we speculated a lot is that we think they might be waiting for the Ahsoka episode. Like you said, it might tie in some way, which I think could be cool. We don't know exactly what Ahsoka's role is going to be in Mando. It could be something where she teases something to Din Djarin that's going to be a larger story down the line, and you realize it's going to all tie in together. And she might even talk about stuff that happened in the Rebel sequel.
Yeah, I think that's the case too. This is speculation, but I think they are waiting for that Ahsoka episode to come out to announce this, or maybe even later this month they'll announce it when Celebration was supposed to happen.
Sure.
I think that's also that's a possibility. But it should be announced fairly soon, before the end of the year. Now, if it's not announced before the end of the year, that's interesting to me, is what I'll say. Then we'll have to kind of double check. But the thing is, right now we're 100%, and like you said, same source that gave us Bad Batch. So there's obviously there's no reason for us to doubt them in any way, and they've been right even about things beyond Bad Batch. Like we mentioned when we reported this, these same sources, especially in that one in particular, he's been right about things or she has been right about things way before Rebel sequel even started. So
Yeah.
or yeah, and Bad Batch and everything. So we're 100%, and that's kind of what I clarified yesterday, and I think that that's important. You know, when that article came out, I just tweeted out, "Hey guys, it's happening. I mean, believe what you want, it's happening, it's coming."
So here's the last question, just another kind of pressing, just want to press, do my due diligence. So is it possible, in your opinion, that the animated series was moving forward, and then Filoni was presented with the option to take that into live action? Is it possible that they scrapped the animated from what you've heard and what you touched base with people yesterday? Is that possible that they scrapped animated plans and adapted it into live action?
I think so. I think it's possible. I mean, that's something Noah and I were talking about yesterday is the only things we've heard and the only thing our sources have heard is the exact same thing we reported on in the beginning of the year. So that, with Bad Batch, we gradually found out more about it as the months went on before we reported on it. So I think that's a big distinction is, our source only knew about a couple of things and that's it.
Right.
Hasn't heard any updates, hasn't heard anything else about it. And that kind of, so when the live action rumors started coming out, I started wondering if that was a possibility.
Yeah.
As of right now, we've heard nothing about any cancellations, but we also have heard nothing about any delays, and it was supposed to come out in November. So unless they, didn't finish season 1 and maybe they were only halfway through it and it was only early animation, I could see that being a possibility, but I don't know. It's a lot of other people we know, like in the community, like Jordan Mason, like you said, Jeremy Conrad. We've talked to them too, and they've heard the same things for the animated show, but nothing beyond what we already heard. So no one's heard anything different, which is what is really confusing about this.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, and also, like, we know Lucasfilm is down to pull the plug on a project that's deep into development. I mean, even with that story recently about that Visceral Games, I don't know if you saw this, but we're talking about it on Kessel Run Radio today. But like, they pulled the plug on the Visceral Games. Amy Hennig, I believe is her name, the lady she wrote all the Uncharted games, wrote the Star Wars game. They'd been working on it for about 4 years, and it was almost done. And in Lucasfilm and EA were both like, no, we're going to pull the plug on that. So they're from their history, we know that they're not scared to pull a plug on something that's already deep into development. So I hope that's not the case, and I don't think it's the case. It's definitely a possibility. I don't think that's happening, but if it is, that's a huge bummer. I mean, that's just not even because we scooped it, just because I'm a huge Rebels fan, and I want to see. I mean, it'll be awesome to see them in live action, that's for sure. But I would love an animated series still as well. So
and also we've heard that one of the actors was working on it, like, for sure. So,
I think we talked about that a little off camera before. Yeah. So there's another hint that it's probably, So, I mean, I guess technically, in summary, like, it is technically possible that Lucasfilm has scrapped it and that they're going in a different direction with live action, but there's no proof of that. And that's also not really what LRM is reporting either, right? They're not saying that, these plans have changed. They're just saying that's not possible because of this, right?
Yeah,
Right.
and that's the thing we've been seeing, obviously, on Reddit all the time, is every time there's a live action rumor of one of these characters, it's always there's the animated show isn't happening. But I mean, the fact of the matter is none of this has been confirmed by Lucasfilm. Obviously, none of the live action characters. I mean, it's pretty much all but confirmed that Ahsoka will be in Mandalorian. But it's funny because just none of that is actually official yet.
Right.
I mean,
right.
So it's weird, right? Because we're in this territory now where it's purely rumors and leaks going about. It's kind of trying to piece it all together. So I would say that we should all keep our eyes open for the next 2 weeks at Star Wars, and seeing if next week we might get reveals. I mean, next week was supposed to be Celebration. I would hope that Lucasfilm would share some plans. I know with COVID, everybody is just completely,
It's a little crazy,
It's a little crazy, yeah. So
Yeah.
Also keep in mind that Latino Review has been reporting about the the Mandalorian trailer coming in the first round of the NBA playoffs, and they say it's going to come on August 20th or the 22nd.
Right.
And here's the thing, and like a lot of credits for Latino Review, they're a good source, but also if that trailer doesn't drop, what does that say about this article? You know what I mean? What does that say about sources? So that's something that I'm going to be looking at.
I mean, I talked to them about this too, and I can if it doesn't fall, if it falls through, I actually understand it with the trailer, because that's something that with the earnings call, a couple weeks ago, we had heard that news was going to drop.
Right.
Nothing dropped. So things do change last minute all the time,
especially right now. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I would agree with that. I'd agree.
And I know a lot of people want to kind of say that that's the go-to answer for everyone. Something's wrong, but like genuinely, right now, everything's changing. Every day.
100%.
No, a lot of people think that's like an excuse for scoopers or for people who report on things. I hate the term scoopers. I do. It sounds so weird to me, but like the people who report on things, if something falls through, they go, "Oh, well, plans changed." But Corey and Josh are both right. Like that is happening a lot right now, just because it's so up in the air. There's so many things are up in the air right now. So yeah, I don't mean that as I don't mean like we'll see about Latino Review as like a shot at them. Like I said, like I can't stress this enough. Like I like the guys over at Latino Review.
Really cool.
It's just something to keep an eye on. To see because if they do end up being right, about that, then maybe we will have to be like, okay, whoa, what is going on here?
Sure,
but so yeah, there's a lot of stuff up in the air,
Awesome.
but Rebel sequel's coming, guys. That's
Rebel
what we'll
sequel's
say.
coming. The
Don't
final
worry.
word. All right. Well, thanks a lot for being here, guys. Anything you want to plug? I know Kessel Run, the podcast will air tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
And you're talking a little bit about Ben Solo. I accidentally hyped people up way too much for that. Sorry.
You did.
No, it's good. It's good. No, that's we're gonna talk about some Ben Solo stuff tomorrow. It'll drop at what time does it drop? 10 a.m. Eastern?
Yeah.
I think.
Rock
No,
and roll.
9 a.m. Eastern. Sorry, 9 a.m. Eastern.
Rock and roll.
Time. All right, guys. Thank you, Josh, for
Yeah,
having
thanks
us on.
a lot, guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks,
it. And we'll talk soon, all right?
All
For
right,
sure,
man.
man.
All right, take care, guys.
Later.
All right, everybody. What do you guys think? Latino Review bad? Latino Review okay? Latino Review mixing wires? I don't know, guys. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I think from everything I've heard, Corey and Noah, right on with it. Like, right on with it. So, I don't know. It's an interesting one. There's some other stuff with Latino Review, and look, you know how these scoopers are, man. You know how these scoopers are. It's all Game of Thrones. It's all Game of Thrones. Everybody wants to debunk everybody else. Everybody wants to sit on the Iron Throne of scooping. But no, I appreciate Corey and Noah coming on to the show. I like those guys. All right, it's time to talk some DC. I know, drastic change to what we've been doing, huh? Kind of weird. Now we're gonna get into some DC talk. Of course, this Saturday, the DC Fandome. It's going down. And before we get into the theater and we talk about the panels and we make our itinerary. That's such a hard... Our itinerary. Say that 5 times fast. It's tough. So, let's talk about DC drama with scoopers. We just talked about Star Wars drama. Now let's talk about DC drama. Holy crap. The DC drama is real. Man, like I thought Star Wars was rough. And it is. It has its own rough kind of thing going on. It's got its own thing going on. DC drama? That shit's on another level, dude. Like, it's wild. A lot of groups, a lot of infighting, a lot of this, that, second, and the third. Who remembers when we had Taylor Murphy from The Cultured Nerd on the program? Who remembers that? I had him on with Matthew from the Lightcast podcast. And the whole idea there, guys, is that these dudes, and really I think it's just Taylor, right? Claiming to know for sure that Ben Affleck has signed a new contract. That Ben Affleck is coming back as Batman in some regard. And, you know, look, I mean, these guys reached out. We talked about the scoop. Umberto reached out to me, was talking to me about, I think how I move on from Star Wars, talking about this 1 minute from punching myself. Oh, geez. Hey, look, we have an eclectic group of nerdy things that we talk about. Not everything is going to be for everybody. You know what I mean? So if Star Wars ain't your jam, I totally get it, man. Totally get it. If there's no announcement about Ben Affleck coming back at DC Fandome, like, what is the cultured nerd going to do? I got to be honest. Like, what are they going to do? Like, what are they going to do? Are they going to come out and be like, oh, well, it is happening. It's just they didn't announce it yet? Or are they going to come out and be like, things changed? Or are they going to, like, just try to pretend like they never said it? You know what I mean? 100% that's what they'll say? Oh, geez. Yeah, I'm pretty, Look, I don't necessarily have a dog in that fight. I like Ben Affleck as Batman. I would love to see him come back and do some stuff. But if there's no Ben Affleck announcement, dude, that is a huge L for the cultured nerd. And we're 100% going to talk about it. I'm 100% going to call them out. But what happens on the flip side? What happens on the flippy floppy? What if Ben Affleck shows up and even hints that he'll be back? I mean, what then? What do we do then? Than the Ben Affleck stuff. That's just my opinion. But I guess we will just see. So now let's go into the theater. I want to get into the theater with you guys, and I'm gonna get Ryan on the call too. I want to bring in Ryan, and Ryan and I will discuss together and with you guys. Whoa! What's this music? I don't know about this. Chet, change that up. I'm gonna bring Ryan in here, and we're gonna talk with all of you guys. We are gonna make our itinerary. Oh, refresh? Was there something going on with the stream? Ooh, that's not cool. Yeah, so we're gonna make our itinerary together. Because I want to do a big old stream on Saturday, but I am not streaming for 16 hours, dude. You know, we'll leave that to Adam. Adam and the Adam's apples. Like, more power to you, man. Like, do your thing. But, that ain't me. Let me see here. See if I can get Ryan on the call. All right, let's call Adam. Or, Ryan. God damn it, Adam. I blame you for that.
Hello, good sir.
Hello. How are you?
I am very well.
Good. Let's see here. Should I pause this music, I guess? Yeah. No, man. We got to figure out what the hell we're doing for this DC Fandom thing.
Yeah, I believe you're correct in that statement.
Yeah, it's this Saturday?
I heard. I'm not I do know. I'm a big fan of the DC.
Yeah,
so
look,
yes.
You're the biggest. You're
1
massive,
p.m.
Oh, shit. Okay. Awesome. 1 p.m. So, look, I think it would be fun to have you on some of the stream because you love DC so much.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be really, really cool. So let's figure that out and let's check this out together. By the way, I'm gonna look at the chat and everything, guys. because I want to know what you all want to do with this as well. Ryan Hates DC is going to pick what you watch. Good luck, Nerd Vengers. Yeah. This is going to be fun. Okay, so starting at 1 p.m. I mean, we gotta watch the Wonder Woman panel, right? Is that really where it starts?
It's starting at Wonder Woman.
Interesting. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I get it. It's the next movie to come out. So, what a better way to bump it all off. I mean, that's when all your viewership's going to be on, right?
Right.
Other than 5:45 for Zach.
Yeah. No, okay. All right, we'll put that on the itinerary. What's this? Like, what am I... Oh, okay, so you can put it on, like, your Google shit. Okay, I'm just going to do it on here. So we will add that. So here's what we'll probably do, guys. If you're watching this, if you're watching this on the replay or whatever, we'll probably go live, like, 12:30. Which is weird because we usually have a Nerd Vengers panel or a Nerd Vengers stream. Maybe we'll do that early.
Sure. We got to be for the people.
Yeah, we'll do that at 11 to noon. And then I'll, like, take a little break and, like, chill. And then we can get that set up for, like, 12:30. So we'll start streaming at 12:30. We expect this panel to run probably about an hour, yes?
No, they're pretty short.
They're short?
Yeah, this one I think is only like a half an hour.
All right, cool. Well, then we can go right into the Warner Brothers game announcement, where they're going to announce either the Suicide Squad game or the Court of Owls Arkham game. Is what I've heard there, which is pretty interesting. Sandman Universe. What do you think?
What time is that?
It starts at 1:45, but here's the thing: like, there seems to be sort of
like
a
Black Lightning.
No.
Black Lightning is also at 1:45. No.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, they're doing like across all their things.
Oh, so I can go over here to Watchverse and see what's going on. Okay, so there's different. Okay, all right. Well, let's just chill for a second here then. Kidsverse. This will be probably where Adam's hanging out mostly on his stream.
I believe that is what he said.
Yeah, Beast Boy, friggin' draw along with Jim Lee and family. That seems on brand for Adam. Uverse. Let's see here. Okay, so that's like interactive stuff, yeah. And then we got the Funverse. Huh. And then the Insiderverse. What the hell is all this?
I believe that's all artists and such.
Okay, yeah, none of that's interesting me at all. Okay, so Black Lightning? Nah, man, that ain't it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you like that show, that's really cool, but that ain't it. Truth, Justice, and the DC Comics Way. I mean, that could be kind of interesting. No, it's going to suck. Okay, here's what I think we do. And I want to know in chat if you guys agree. Here's what I think we should do. We'll do Wonder Woman. Then we'll watch the games announcement. Then we will literally break from the panels and literally just talk about Wonder Woman in the game. Okay?
Like that.
So I would say about 2:00, we'll just chat it up. And let's see, what is this 255 Batman Beyond? Like, what is that? And then introducing Flash. What is
Before
this?
introducing Flash, they have a multiverse thing. I'm very intrigued to see what their take on the multiverse is going to be.
Get schooled in this engineering refresher course on the creation of the multiverse with DC Chief Creative Officer, Publisher,
Kevin Feige? No.
Jim Lee. Pictures President of DC-based film production, Walter Hamada. Yeah, that might be worth watching, huh? At 2:20?
Because I can see him trying to explain what the hell's about to happen, and then they bring in the Flash.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the Flash at 1 is about the show, and I'm not a big show watcher. So
is it about the show? Let's click it. With the Flash filmmakers. No, that's the Flash
that's
film.
That one?
Yeah, that's what's at 2:45.
Yeah, that's the one after the multiverse. That's the introducing the Flash.
Okay, so it actually looks like we'll be... Okay, So, you know what, dude? Let's skip the games. Here's what we do. We watch the Wonder Woman panel. Then we chat about the Wonder Woman panel. We'll have all the way until 2:20 to start. Then we'll watch Multiverse panel right into the Flash panel. What is this Batman Beyond? I got to see this. 5 minutes? Dude, some of this shit is like really, really short. Don't you skip that game, says Jordan. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Ryan? I mean, I'm sure the game announcement thing's going to be cool. We can talk about it. Here's the deal.
It's only 15 minutes. And then, then you'll have a half an hour.
What's this Wonder Woman panel?
For the multiverse thing.
25 minutes for the Wonder Woman panel. Okay, so Wonder Woman will basically go to 1:30.
Godfather.
And then go right into there. And then how long is the game panel? 20 minutes?
15 minutes. Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ. So that'll take us all the way to 2. Then we'd have a... yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right. I'll put the game thing back on. Okay, Wonder Woman, into the game. Then we'll break, talk about both. And we'll have some time right before 2:20. 2:20 all the way to 2:45. Really up till 3, basically, will be kind of the multiverse and then Flash together. I think is pretty interesting.
Yes.
That is some interesting shit. And so then we'll talk about that. Then, of course, James Gunn Suicide Squad at 3.
You're a big fan.
Big fan of James Gunn. So we'll put that on the schedule. Okay, a lot of this next looks stupid. Wow. Literally, the next thing that I want to watch is at 5:45. But let's look at the watch first and see what's going on. So
there's the surprise DC panel.
Where's that?
At 5. That's at 5.
Oh, yes. That's interesting. I wonder if Ava DuVernay is still doing New Gods. Okay, well, let's just do this. Let's add the Snyder Cut, obviously. Black Adam, obviously.
And what's weird to me is that the Snyder Cut panel is 15 minutes? Or is that just when it starts? Because the Black Adam panel is
25 minutes. 25 minutes on Zach. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That doesn't seem like a lot of time.
No, it does not. Aquaman panel at 7? How cool could Aquaman panel actually be? 10 minutes? I guess we should hit that, huh?
You got to get the eye candy in there. For the ladies.
Jason Momoa. Oh, okay, so that game is probably going to be the Court of Owls game then, because they got the Suicide Squad down here. Panel encore?
Yeah, it's your 24 hours.
Oh, does Adam understand that like half of what he's going to be watching is going to be what he already watched? Okay, now, is this itinerary going to show me if I have a conflict here, or am I going to have to figure that out on my own?
I don't know. It took Adam 2 days to figure this all out, so.
I got to be honest. I don't really see much else that I think would be interesting for us. Like, I'm in the Watchverse thing right now, and I really don't see much that's interesting here. And then Kids vs. Uverse. Yeah, no, I think that's what we're gonna stick to. So let's look at our sketch. All right, everybody, lean in. I know, riveting stuff. I didn't see what Godfather said, but he probably was like riveting shit. The Larry King.
I think it was the Fandom dad joke again.
Oh, yeah, the Fandom dad joke. Right on, Godfather. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is your Den of Nerds streaming schedule. We're going to start at around 12:30. Man, I'm like torn on if we should do a Nerdvenger stream or not. That's a lot of streaming. I don't know. We'll talk about that later. Okay, so about 12:30, we'll start with the Wonder Woman panel. Then we will, obviously watch that at 1 all the way to 1:30. We'll watch the game announcement for the Court of Owls game that nobody knows about. Then we'll do the Multiverse 101, into the Flash, right into the Suicide Squad. And then we will seemingly have a pretty nice little break there. In fact, we might not have to stream straight through. Maybe that's a part 1 stop point, and then we can jump off. Because you've got obligations. Yes. So you'll be going at that point.
Mm-hmm. We'll do a little rotation.
Yeah, and then maybe we'll bring some other people on for the 5 o'clock straight through to about 7:30, about 8, probably. When is
Stormy saying the to be announced panel is right in front of Aquaman? Oh, that's what that is. That's the big thing that everyone's talking about. Could it be Henry? Mm-hmm. I guess. I thought it would be the surprise DC comic panel.
Yeah. Oh, the Batman panel. We almost skipped out on our good friend Pattinson? Yeah. Did you see me try to get out of doing that? All right, look. All right. Damn, that's a full ass day.
That's the last thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be the last one. Yeah. Okay. So that is tentatively what we're gonna do, folks. We'll go live at 12:30, and we'll go 12:30 to probably 3:30 to 4, and then. Ryan will jump off, we'll jump off, and we'll start the stream back up. Maybe we'll just stream straight through. I'm going to have to play by ear. We're also going to have some editors, and I might just have Osaka and Bashti help me out with some editing, because I want to get some of the things we say and the breakdowns over on the main channel as well. So, damn, that's a full day. 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's 8 hours of streaming talking about DC. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty sweet.
And then 10 o'clock is when Marvel will release trailers.
Right? No, Marvel will release trailers at 12:30, and we'll just be so DC Fandome. I guess we'll find out what happened on that thing later. Let's spend the next 8 hours watching this Eternals trailer. Kind of what I'm feeling.
Yep.
All right, let's get back into the chatting. Okay, that was cool. We'll try to get Ryan in here. Let's just do Q&A. Let's jump into Q&A, guys. I want to know. I want to know what's on your mind. What are you thinking? What's going on in your brains? Ryan, do you have any questions? What's going on in your brain?
Oh, we don't want to go there.
Oh, okay.
It's dark.
Ryan says you missed some cool stuff. Like what? Like what? What did we miss? Because I don't know. It's all DC stuff.
We might have.
What's he saying, Ryan? What's he saying? What do we miss?
Sure. That Harley Quinn AMA.
Who cares about that?
Did you watch that show yet?
Yeah, I watched a couple episodes. It's kind of fun. Yeah.
It's fun.
It's fun, but I don't.
Who'd have thought DC animation is good? Better.
Oh, DC animation is always better, dude. They've got that animation on lock. Their track record with animated stuff is actually really, really good. But the Harley show is cool, but it's trying so hard to be like that Rick and Morty type flavor. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm not saying it's not good, but it's not that good. I mean, it's okay. Oh, we got the Q&A thing on Ryan's head. That's not good. What else is he saying is good? Because I don't think so. I think we hit it all.
I think we did.
And Adam's going to try to stream straight up for 16 hours. Like, why?
Why not? I think he can do it. He's trying to show us that he's not really a boomer.
All right. Right on.
I get it.
Hey, look, I get the challenge and wanting to fight through and all that, but did you put Black Adam on your schedule? Yes. I hate both of you with the power of 1,000 suns. That's what we're looking for.
We love you too.
Josh, maybe you could make the break in between the Flash and the Suicide Squad a little community stream thing. I like that, Stormy. I like that idea. Bringing people on, talking about what they think. That's what we'll do. We're going straight through.
I like it.
Yep, we're going straight through. We'll say goodbye to Ryan, and we'll have you guys come on, and we'll talk about it then. Booking your New Mutant tickets in an hour?
Nice.
Okay, right on, man.
Do it to it.
Just skip all the TV stuff? Yeah, we are.
Pretty much.
Kind of crazy that Marvel can distract from the whole DC Fandom event with one trailer. Batman Beyond is 5 minutes. Yeah, but what could it possibly be? You know what I mean? What could it possibly be? If Feige has the balls, he should release Black Widow to stream free only during DC Fandom. I actually like that a lot. I would love that shit, dude. That'd be so funny. I mean,
such a power move.
All right, so let me ask you, Ryan. What do you think's gonna happen with the Ben Affleck thing, dude? What's up?
I really want to see it. I think that would that sure would be big. That would be a big narrative push for them, because then it would sound like actually show that they're doing something. Not to say that they aren't. I'm really not that bad of a DC fan, but yeah, that would be something. And maybe that's that to be announced one. Everyone thinks it's Cavill returning as Batman, but
it's both of them. Yeah, Batman v Superman again. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's.
Do you think
the state that they're in? I mean, I feel like they can't go anywhere until the Snyder Cut comes out. Really, and then we can see what's going on.
Yeah,
but.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The cultured nerd dudes, their ass is kind of on the line. Dude, their ass is on the line. As far as I'm concerned. They came out so hard on this, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And, look, I'm not trying to, go there and everything, but, the photos that he shared, all these different things, and all these people are telling me hey, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And some of the stuff I've heard, I was like, whoa, that seems real. But it's hard to parse out, right?
Of course. We find out on Saturday.
Maybe
we don't. Maybe.
Dude, if it's not there on Saturday, they're in trouble, dude. They're absolutely in trouble.
Yeah. They put a lot on the line for Saturday, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, and the thing that's funny, so I think of Corey and Noah, right? So they put that scoop out. The weird thing is they get another scoop right before that one is proven. So they're doing okay. So even if the Rebels thing goes away, I still think they're going to be okay. But Cultured Nerd really, in my opinion, is hanging their hat on this Ben Affleck thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's the business, right? But they don't have to,
Yeah, but what if they... Okay,
anymore.
So Gavin says, what if they are right and a lot of other scoopers are going to be destroyed? That's a good point. So what if Ben Affleck does come out, dude? What are we going to do, Ryan? What are we going to do?
We're going to be excited.
We're going to be very excited.
We're going to be excited. And you know what? At the end of the day, I don't care who breaks it, who whatever's it's real and happening. It's gonna be fun.
Amen.
That's all that matters.
Amen, dude. Yeah, I don't know what to think.
We'll
man.
have some content.
Yeah. Well, there will be content. You know, like there will be blood. There will be content. Didn't even address Everett Melitid. Who's Everett Melitid?
No idea. People, let us know.
Yeah, who is this, and why should I give a crap? He confirmed 2 extra scenes. If Affleck comes back, it's bye-bye Jeremy Conrad. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What if Ben Affleck comes out and says Corey and Noah were right? Hey, that would be kind of funny. That would be really funny.
That'll be a good plug.
So let me ask you this. It looks like Ezra Miller is going to be there.
Right.
Looks like he's...
That's why I'm
yeah,
very intrigued on the Flash panel.
Yeah, I know, right? Me too. So let me ask you this, and maybe with this, we can break into this with the viewers and stuff too. If DC keeps both Ezra and Amber Heard, how do you think that's going to play?
It'll play. If not just for the intrigue and controversy alone, right? No, all news is good news or something like that.
Fucking what? Okay, so
no, like all press is good press, right? So,
you know what? Honestly, would be great, and this is just a joke, by the way. So everybody, just call me your fucking butthole. I want to. You remember Celebrity Deathmatch? Yeah, you better get the fuck out of here. You remember Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Amber Heard versus Ezra Miller. Bro, come on.
Where is that? Why hasn't anyone done that yet? Let's go, internet. It's time.
Get to work. Famous abuser versus famous assaulter.
Let's go.
That's more intriguing than Batman v Superman.
What?
That is a fight for the ages. Wait a minute, Ryan. Wait a minute. What is Amber Heard's mother's name?
I do not know.
And what is Ezra Miller's mother's name?
Please tell me it's not Martha.
They're both named Nancy.
Oh.
It's about to get wild. That shit would be absolutely crazy, though. Like, for real. Like, come on. There's a story there. I'll tell you. Yeah, and
Maybe.
Ellen should be the ref. You're absolutely right,
see?
Mike. You're
Guys,
absolutely right.
This is gold.
This is gold.
This is gold.
Are you not entertained? That
think
one
so.
idiot was like, oh, this is boring. Are you not entertained now?
Come on.
Come on. Come on. And this epic music getting us all pumped up for this kind of a fight. Uh-oh.
I'm ready to watch that, though.
Are the Warner Brothers snipers coming in? People are saying that the stream's getting boggly or some shit.
Yeah, I believe it.
You're right. They were like, we got to shut this motherfucker up.
This dude. This is too far.
This dude's going wilding out, dude. and JR could do commentary. I don't know what that is. I hope. Oh yeah, Adam says I hope the Batman panel is just 20 minutes of Pattinson working out. If that is indeed what they do,
workout plan.
I'll just be cheering. This is why it's going to be so entertaining. You guys can come into the stream and literally just see me just going, like, let's go, Pattinson, get fixed, son. Let's go.
Get swole.
Get swole.
It's just him. It's just him sitting on a couch reading.
Why hasn't The Rock stepped in to help him out?
That's a good question. That Black Adam panel, I think that's going to be the big one. I think they're putting all their eggs in that basket because I think they want him to lead the universe.
Yeah,
he's the most marketable person there. Everyone loves him. That's where I think they're going to get everyone in with the Snyderverse stuff because it's the hot topic, and then they're going to sell it with The Rock.
Right on, dude. Right on. I can't wait to see Josh watch Matt Reeves talk about Batman. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. This one, yeah. There's going to be, you know what? We should make a list. Okay. I'm going to dig into this a little bit, guys. We're going to make some really fun stuff out of this. So for the Batman panel, maybe we'll have a checklist on the screen of things that will trigger Josh. And so like if Matt Reeves mentions like humanism, if Matt Reeves mentions like postmodernism, some of these things, we'll literally check them.
A deep dive into the character.
Oh my God. A unique take.
Yes.
Shit like that. Ugh.
They're going to have a James Gunn one as well.
Yeah.
Just everything.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, James Gunn won't be able to. Yeah, deconstruction. Exactly, Jareth. Yeah, deconstruction will go on there. So the thing with James Gunn is I don't think he can debunk scoops on Twitter during his own panel. But if he does, it'd be really impressive. And yes, that would trigger me. Do we think Jeff Johns is even going to be there?
I hope not.
Dude, okay, let's talk a little bit about... Let's put Ryan on the spot. Guys,
let's go.
As if I haven't thrown enough heat at him. I was going to throw this all at Corey and Noah, and I was like, nah, dude. Those are good kids. We'll save this for Ryan. We'll throw this on
There
Ryan's
it is.
side. Okay, so... What is up with the amount of people... And I'm talking to you, Trev, you Star Girl, Green Lantern, Jeff John worshiping motherfucker. What is up with all these people? We do the report on Ray Fisher, right? All these people... Oh, he's already sweating. He's already sweating as soon as I brought it up. So we do this report on Ray. What is up with all these people just being like, well, sounds like he's a pussy. You never had a hard boss. Sounds like Ray never had an acting career. And he's feeling himself. Like, what's up with that, man?
Not too sure. I don't know why. I get he was a great writer and creative mind, but that doesn't mean you're a good person. And it doesn't mean you should be working in film.
Yeah.
Because, what has he done good for the DC?
Well, look, the thing is, I would understand, and maybe I can understand where people are at as far as with our reports, right? They're like, okay, well, that's just not enough. It's just not enough for me to flip. But the truth is there have been many other corroborating reports about this. And I find it so interesting that people despise Hollywood. And I'm generalizing here, but this is just follow me on this train of thought.
Okay.
They despise Hollywood. Mm-hmm. They despise, everything associated with what you would think of Hollywood, the corruption, the gatekeeping, the same things that people are irritated by when it comes to Amber and Ezra. If they do end up keeping their shit, it's Hollywood shit, right?
Right.
And yet, when it comes to this situation, they can't understand that Jeff Johns came in. There's a long list of receipts that are showing that he came in, did Hollywood-type stuff that normally everybody has a big problem with. And even if none of the accusations, which we really don't know what the accusations are from Ray, he hasn't been very clear. But even if all of that stuff is aside, there was evidence before to suggest that this dude came in and was incredibly toxic and destructive to the DC universe.
Right.
Where is why can't people get that? Why are they so against cancel culture that anything that smells of cancel culture, they just put it in that bucket and they're like, I hate it? Do you think that's what's going on?
I don't think so. I don't really that's a good question because, you have one side that is all about cancel culture and get rid of everything that is bad. And I just to see them or anyone, then flip so hard on something that could be just as bad because we don't know, of course.
Sure. Sure.
But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look good across the board to me.
Yeah, there's just a lot of evidence mounting up. You
Yeah.
know? And I talk about
I feel like it's been coming.
Yeah.
Right when AT&T, with all the moves that we've seen, I'm surprised he's still there. And I'm intrigued if maybe they want to get some of the IP out first. I don't know. Because he's doing the Green Lantern show too. Is that Jeff Johns?
Yeah.
So maybe they're trying to get the IP out that they've invested the money in first.
Yeah. Well, I'm just interested in how much power Jeff Johns has. I'm shocked. Like, he's got a lot of power. Like, I've straight up talked to people that are like, I don't want to go against that dude.
Right.
And I'm like, how did that happen? Like, he's just a comic book nerd. You know what I mean? He's just a comic book nerd. But then when he got into Hollywood, like, from what I've heard, and this is coming from a lot of different places, but from what I've heard, like, this dude was like Game of Thrones day one. Like, comes into Hollywood and is basically like, I'm getting mine. I'm Jeff Johns, dudes. You know what I mean? And within DC, I do think he has that kind of status, like that elevated, revered status. But it's like the Josh Dickey reports, what Grace has said. There's a long list that leads to.
There's smoke.
Yeah, there's a lot of smoke. I just find it interesting, man. Like, I was shocked when I watched the reception of that video, how many people are like just not taking Ray's side, and it just you know what it is? It's that cognitive dissonance thing. It's like, I like Jeff Johns. I'm a reasonable person. Therefore, in order to make sense of this situation, everyone must be wrong. I must be right about Mr. Johns. That's really what it is.
This will be an interesting few months for them.
Yeah.
Eventually it's going to come out. I mean, if Fisher's taking legal actions and saying the right things at the right time, and it looks like it's all, legally motivated, and he knows what to say and when to say it, it's going to be sooner than later that something's going to happen.
Yeah, for sure, dude. It's I mean, I just think between Jeff Johns, Amber Heard, and Ezra Miller, like, what are they thinking? Like, literally, what are they thinking?
Forget Joss.
Oh, well, Joss is the easy one out, dude. Like, and he's got the easiest out, by the way. And I actually, like, a lot of people, like, shit on Joss, and say that he was a big part of the problem. I disagree. I think he definitely mistreated the cast, but he was also handed an impossible task with a deadline that was ridiculous. So, like, Kevin Tsuchihara and a lot of those guys were like, here's what you got to do. It has to be 2 hours. We got to get it out by this release date. And so he had to be fire and brimstone on the set. I don't even blame Joss,
Yeah. And now with what Ray did, he could just be like, he can just point up.
100%.
Be like, oh, Jeff was, riding me pretty hard, so.
Yep. So, now that we've made it super awkward in here and everybody's unsubscribed.
A little bit.
Any last minute things you want to touch on? Anything you guys want to touch on in the chat? Feel free to drop it in. Drop it into the chat.
Very excited for Saturday. I think on the 100%, I think there should be some fun stuff. And I'm excited to see what they're going to actually announce. Like, we know these things, backdoor reports, this, that, and a third, scoopers, but it'll be cool to hear things and see what some of these surprises are.
Yeah, and I mean, it's going to be awesome because I think most of it is, I think all of it is pre-recorded. I think it was a very well-designed concept. They copied what we're doing with the Nerdvengers Tower, I think. They're going to try to make it like a diegetic world and all that. So, yeah, it should be really interesting. I'm excited, man. But all I can think about is the Ben Affleck thing. It's literally all I can think about.
Ben and Henry. That's what's on everyone's mind. And I'm surprised. I've seen a lot more on the Henry side. Like, people are really wanting that, and I haven't seen much Affleck stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
I agree. Oh, man. Trinity says, Josh don't like to blame anyone for situations they put themselves in. That is the stupidest comment I've ever read, Trin. Let me explain why. We're not talking about the blame for Ray. What you essentially just said, you boomer, is you literally essentially said it's Ray's fault that he got abused. Like, that's kind of what you're saying, dude. Like, yeah. Well done, sir. Great take. Love it. No, we're not talking about the responsibility of him for putting himself in that situation. I'm not absolving him of whatever guilt he may have for wanting to be a Hollywood star, tracing his dreams in a town that is disgusting. That's not what we're talking about. God damn. Is that Boomer talking? Is that Boomer streaming? Because I'm sure he'll have something to say.
Now he will.
Yeah, now he will. How's that spice? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he has to say. And that's twice you've called Trinity a boomer. Are you a boomer? You don't look old enough? Well, man, I don't think he looks... I mean, Trinity will probably look youthful for the next 30 years, man. That's
what shaving that does.
Yeah. And he's got good genes, though.
10.
You know what I mean? He's got good genes. Yeah. You know, he looks really young. You know? But no, he's definitely a boomer. Josh, when does Noah expect, as a Star Wars fan, that the Rebel sequel series will be released? Well, it was originally supposed to be released this either November or December. But we don't think that's happening anymore. Cap in Pennsylvania says he looks okay. You know, Cap, you got that same thing going on, brother, where you look youthful AF. You know what I mean? Yeah, Greg, he's not actually a boomer. It's a meme. It's a meme. You know, we're just joking around.
No, he's a boomer.
No, he's definitely a boomer. Ancient as far as I'm concerned. All right, let's pull it up. I bet he's gonna be streaming soon. So let's try to pull that up, and we'll send everybody over there. If anybody has any last minute questions, get them in. Get those questions in. Want me to yell at Trinity again? Trinity, say something else real dumb in chat. Wait, why is the thumbnail wrong? It's got the MCU evil. What?
It works. It plays. Don't worry. Because it's still his master plan. Yeah, you definitely screwed up there, bro.
Chat, you motherfucker. All right, well, we'll switch that.
Yeah, what are we going to do with you?
Send him to the basement to kill rats again. I literally just typed in 2nd Street Chet. That's where my brain, as I was trying to get in. Let's see here.
I don't know. Bob might hurt Chet.
Yeah. No, definitely. We're gonna have to program Bob correctly, and a lot of people don't even know what we're talking about. Okay, 11:30. Okay. All right. Well, we'll put the link in there. I'm probably gonna end it though a little bit early today. No, but I really, all jokes, all memes aside, I am looking forward to Saturday. Maybe we'll do some crossover with Trin. I just knew I'd trigger you with that comment. You're not wrong, dude. Dude, Trin knows exactly how to trigger me. And you know what else?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, let me tell you this. I don't know how I got to this point, but like the crazy SJWs and the anti-SJW rhetoric, it all triggers me. Imagine how hard it is for me existing on the internet today. Everything I read triggers me. Everything.
Pretty tough.
It's very tough. It's a tough situation to be in. You know what I mean? And then both sides. Here's something else that's really interesting about the internet today.
Oh boy.
Both sides are very happy to be angry at me. And they'll remember the anger more than they'll remember the love. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I've technically supported both sides before when they're reasonable, but I've also shit on them like really hard. And they just they completely ignore when I'm nice, and they only talk about when I'm angry.
Some superheroes need the sun. Some need internet rage.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a good point. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna get a call, man. Godfather's probably like taking notes right now.
Oh yeah.
He's like, here's all the things you did wrong today, Josh. Here's all the things I need you not to do anymore. You know? First, thumbnail. Fix it. Second, like, don't talk about what triggers you. Nobody cares. Yeah. His rage fuels him, indeed. Indeed it does. Trinity triggers other people too, but not his favorite porter. That's true. But Mike, maybe you're so chill you can't. You just can't. You know what I mean? Let the hate flow through you. Oh boy. Something SJW. Something canceled. Indeed. All right, well let's get the link in. Trinity goes live in about 15 minutes, guys. I'm sure he's going to spend the first 20 minutes of the show just crapping on Ray Fisher. Oh man, there's so much that I wish I could say. Yep. Saturday's going to be fun. Yeah. That's going to be real cool. I always get triggered when Josh talks about the Avengers game. Oh, Stormy, did you catch yesterday's show? Oh, it was beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. We went into the theater. We watched videos. You want a spicy take? Danny's looking for scalps. All right, here's a really spicy take, okay? This is very controversial. Ezra Miller should not have choked that lady.
That's hot.
I know.
It's hot right there.
I know. And do you know how many people don't even know about that? When I was explaining it to Al, he was like, wait, what happened? When did that happen? It's crazy. People don't even know about that.
About it?
I don't know.
What? There's literally nothing going on.
There was literally nothing going on. That's why, like, when it happened, I was like, yo, like...
I mean, it went away quick. Because that
Seemingly,
yeah. What was that? 4 days? 5 days? Tops, maybe.
Yeah.
It went away fast.
Yeah. Oh, Ray Park shouldn't have posted that video. Yeah, that's true also. Jacob's Quest. That's also a very hot take. Yeah, Ray Park should not have posted that video. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, choking people is bad. Generally speaking, choking people is bad. Yes.
You heard it here first. Knowledge is power, folks.
Yes. Indeed. This channel is going to go broke for being woke, but I'm also canceling you for being a word that we're not supposed to say. Yo, so I said that word that you just typed, Jacob's Quest. I said that word in a video, and YouTube put us in YouTube jail for a whole week. A whole week. We just got out yesterday. It's unbelievable.
It's nice to get some fresh air.
Nice. Yeah, it was nice to get out. You know, nice Fantastic Four video, you know, really doing well, hitting good numbers. I was like, oh my God, thank God.
That was a good scoop.
Yeah, like
that was a good pull, and that was very good.
Yeah, and you know,
to be real.
I mean, look, you know, let's just be real. A production company made, and we don't even know if it's Marvel, but you know what I did, Ryan? I took a look at that, and I squeezed every drop of fucking content you possibly can. That was 10 minutes of your boy being like, Counselor Reed's Hickman stuff being adapted, like just
all the checkbox.
Yeah. Oh, we got there. We almost got to 10 minutes on that thing too. You guys don't think I'm good at what I do? Whew! Hot damn! Juice in that shit, baby. juicing that shit. When I saw that video posted today, I wept tears of joy for a solid 18 seconds. God bless you, Greg. God bless you, Greg Baker. Only Josh knows my safe word, and I'll never tell. All right, Ryan, I think we're going to have to call it here. The Boomer's going live in about 10 minutes. And I should also say, just so everybody, I think everybody gets it. Most of you guys get it by now. But there's a certain sense of, like, satirical humor that we inject into this program. But I just hope you guys know it's all love. So, like, for instance, Lavis, right? Me and Lavis, we go back and forth quite a bit. It's all love. Lavis is a great dude. You know what I mean? And Trinity. I mean, Trinity knows this, but maybe you guys don't. But it's all love between me and Trin. Like, I love that dude. Incredible human being. So.
Adam, we don't like, though.
Adam is a little different, though, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. It's like we all like Adam, but we're all kind of like, that Adam, what's he got going on, you know? What's going on in that head? You never really know.
Casino owner. I don't know.
Dude.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not going to say we had a segment in our last executive producer meeting where we went over the possibility of Adam being a supervillain in disguise trying to infiltrate our team. But that totally happened.
Could be real.
Could be real. Adam is Newman. Oh, man. I wonder how he feels about that. I wonder how he feels about that. All right, guys. That's going to do it for us. Thank you guys for being here. Much love to all the Nerd Vengers, to all the Broke Vengers, to all of you lovely people. Get on over to Trinity's channel. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video.